Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2018. You can see the Hookster's currently in 6th position in the Williams car with 66 World Championship points. Fantastic. Have a look at the research and development. As you can see, we're still in last place at the moment. We've got some more stuff to bolt onto the car to hopefully get us ahead of Alfa Romeo Sauber F1 team. And I think we better replace the gearbox, don't you? If anyone saw the last episode, yes, let's do that.
Hello and welcome from the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, home to the Canadian Grand Prix, for today's qualifying session.
Oh Canada, oh Canada, oh how we love you so. So here we are then for the next Grand Prix. And as you can see, it is raining, which means we are going to go for a sneaky alternative strategy. And we got pole position. And the alternative sneaky strategy is the fact that it's going to be a dry race. So as we are under park thermal conditions, we are going out on a dry setup. Yes, it's risky, it's ballsy, but that's what the Hookster is all about. Yes, all about. As you can see, we're still in 6th place at the moment in qualifying. Still on that dry setup, so we've got exceeded track limits there, a little bit there, still on this dry setup, of course, about to cross the line. Are we going to improve on that? And it's pole again, I don't believe it. Wowzers, mid-trousers, yes. Pole position, it's risky, it's very, very risky, but are we going to pull it off as we now go to the end of qualifying, and we are still in pole position at the moment, but are we going to hang on to that as we cross the line, or are we going to lose it and end up in about 13th bloody position? Well, we're just about to go past Champions Wall and we will find out where we end up. Well, I don't think we're going to be any closer because we're off on our Delta time, but are we going to hold on to pole? Are we going to hold on to pole? And the answer to that is yes! Bloody hell! Bloody hell, it worked! It bloody well worked! Oh my god.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Murray lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Vettel, Max Verstappen and Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Perez, Bottas and Carlos Sainz, Alonso, Van Dorn, Charles Leclerc and Grosjean, Magnussen, Ocon, Brendan Hartley and Pierre Gasly, Stroll and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out of the All Seasons career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes from pole position for the Hookster, pole position in a Williams. How can it be possible? He's going to hold on to pole as we go to turn 1. I don't think he is. There's a car going out of us. It's Kimi right in the Ferrari, and he zooms past us. Oh my goodness, there's contact with Kimi, but the Hookster dives down the inside and retakes the position. So yes, we hold on after a wall-in with Raikkonen to first place at Canada. Wowzers, mid-trousers. Another fantastic performance from the guy that never gives up and he never surrenders. Don't you know? As you can see, it is a dry circuit for this race and we are on the hyper soft tyres. Yes, for 2018 they went absolutely ridiculous on the tyre compounds. Absolutely ridiculous. We had hyper soft, ultra soft, semi soft, sort of soft, pretty hard, very hard, and bloody hard. Yes, bloody hard indeed. God. Thankfully, they did change that, of course, in later seasons. But as you can see, Kimi Raikkonen is still up our Keisha Delta at the moment in 2nd place. We've got Lulu, the best one, in 3rd place. He's on ultra soft tyres, which means he's going to make a very, very late stop in this Grand Prix. So we're going to watch out for Lulu and see what he does. But at the moment, after lap 1, we have still held on to this first position from Kimi Raikkonen in the Ferrari as we go past Champions Wall that has claimed many a world champion in its calls. And so there you go, and we get a fastest lap as well. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward to lap 2 still holding on to this first place at the moment, but we've got a car behind us. Kimi Raikkonen looking very, very angry indeed. We've put in a fastest sector time though, so we are still very, very fast at the moment in this Williams car, which I think you'll agree is quite bloody remarkable at the moment. Absolutely remarkable considering it's the slowest car in the field. But we've just got this extra sort of oomph. I don't know where it's coming from, but we're definitely getting this oomph from somewhere. as you can see, still in first place. Kimi Raikkonen still chasing us as we go down the very, very long straight now before Champions Wall. And is this going to be an opportunity for Kimi Raikkonen? Well, he's got no DRS, of course, because we're still on lap 2, so we are still going to hold on to the lead as we now go past the wall and into lap 3. Kimi Raikkonen still chasing. Of course, that car is very, very fast indeed, and we did put in our fastest lap, but only for a second. All the cars behind us now are putting in faster laps as we accelerate forward down to lap 5. We're starting to get a little bit cloudy out of the circuit. You can see it's just starting to cloud over, but hopefully it won't rain. Just looking behind us now, and we've got, yes, you guessed it, the blessed one himself, Mr. Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes. And look at this, he's going for a move down the inside. We've got no defence against the Mercedes and the bloody Williams. No defence at all, but we are still hanging on at the moment to this first place as we accelerate forward down to lap 7. Lap 7. Are we going to come in now for our pit stop? Well, it looks like we are going to, because we're on the hypersoft and we don't want to leave it too late, but we don't want to leave it too early either. So I think this is the right thing to do. Coming in for our stop down. Hamilton he's got into the lead. Hamilton's got into the lead, and there's the lads waiting for us. Thank you, lads. And we change onto the ultra soft tyre, and away we go with no hold. Fantastic. Well done, lads. So we rejoin in 5th position at the moment. No, more cars coming past us. So we're down to 7th place now. 8th position now. We've got Brendan Hartley. So gay. So bloody gay. Oh, God. Anyway, we hold on to 6th place at the moment on lap 8 as we accelerate forward. It's on lap 8. We're chasing Carlos Sainz in the Renault. As you can see, we have got the DRS on him and everything on him, I think. But he goes on into the pits anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we are going to take the place away from him. In fact, a few more cars come in. We've got a Ferrari in as well. That was Sebastian Vettel. Our teammate is in as also. Lance Stroll's in. So we're up and down to 3rd position on those ultra soft tyres for the rest of the Grand Prix. 2nd place, we've got Valtteri Bottas. And Kimi Raikkonen's now... No, it was Kimi Raikkonen. Now it's Sebastian Vettel has rejoined behind us in 4th position on lap 9. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 9. Just going past the pits again. You can see we're still holding on to... Oh, no! Lance Stroll is out of the race. Our teammate is out. Oh dear. It doesn't bode well for our Williams car, does it? And another car's out as well. Who? I think that was Carlos. Was that Carlos Sainz? I'm not quite sure. But one of the other cars has gone out of the Grand Prix. Let's go to a replay. And there is the problem for Lance Stroll. And oh, look, the Renault just goes straight into the back of him. Well, that what happened to that car there? Wowzers, me trousers. So Lance Stroll had an engine failure, and the Renault, unfortunately, completely unsighted, possibly with some smoke in his eyes, couldn't see where he was going, smashed straight to the back of Lance Stroll. So there you go, lap 11 now. Lap 11 still holding on to 2nd place at the moment now. One more car coming. I think that was that one of the Ferraris? It may have been. But Bottas is now still in the lead. So what's happening? Is Bottas going to come in for a late stop? Anyway, we're sorry for that lap 12. And yes, indeedy, Mr. McGreedy, Valtteri Bottas has come in for his pit stop, and that means we go back into the lead of this Grand Prix. I can't believe I'm saying that in a Williams in our first season of the F1 2018 All Seasons Career Mode, but yes, we go straight back into the lead. We accelerate forward at lap 17, still in the lead, but we've got Lulu right behind us now. This is going to be one of his last opportunities to try and get past. Is he going to go down the inside? I think he may as we go into Champions Wall. A little bit wide there for Hookster. Gets an exceeding track limits warning, but we managed to hold on to 1st place as we go into the last lap of this Grand Prix at Canada. Still holding on half a second now against Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes car. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward now to the last lap, just the last dying seconds of this Grand Prix now. And you can see this is the last chance for Lulu to try and get past, but I don't think he's got any chance whatsoever, because we're just going to drive to the inside as we always do, and we're going to finish the race. I can't believe I'm going to say this. We're going to finish the race in 1st place. Fantastic. Now, don't get too excited, everyone. The Hookster absolutely loves Canada. And he's usually pretty bloody good at it. So that could be a reason why we got into 1st place. So yeah, don't get too excited. I don't think there's going to be a repeat of this many times during this first season. But at the moment, we'll take whatever we can. And there is the Hookster. And there is his Williams teammates congratulating themselves like they always do. Yes, hot tub later, lads. Yes, indeedy. And there's Fernando Alonso, who finished in 10th position in the McLaren car. Fantastic. So here we go then, onto the podium. There he is, everyone. There's the Hookster. Look at him. Just look at him. Look, he's not been very well these past few days. No, he's had a bit of an upset tummy. So yes, he's just risen like a phoenix from the ashes and gone on to win the first Grand Prix back. Wowzers. Only 39 years old, of course. Only 39 years old. Yes. Unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable performance once again. In a Williams. Yes, in a Williams. Well done to the Hookster. So there you go then. We have now skyrocketed in the points to 4th position now with 73 points. Valtteri Bottas still out in front with 129, but Lulu is catching him. Sebastian Vettel in 3rd position with 84 World Championship points. And the constructors, we've also got up into 4th position. Wowzers me trousers. So before the next Grand Prix, we just got some more bits to bolt onto the car, and let's see if we do that. Yes, so we're going to be ready for the next Grand Prix. Carl has suggested some more downforce adjustments, so we'll bolt them on and then move on to the next Grand Prix, which should be very exciting. Well, I say that, it's actually France, which isn't very exciting. Anyway, look at all those developments on the car. Let's see if we can get ahead of Alfa Romeo Sauber, shall we? But before we do that, we've got to go out once again in a classic car, and this time it's a 2004 Ferrari. Yes, Ferrari, everyone. It's a Ferrari. Oh, those nostalgia tears are reaching full flowing. Anyway, so we move on to the next Grand Prix, and yes indeed, after those developments have gone to the car, we have now gone above Alfa Romeo Sauber F1 team. So we are doing really well, and we've almost caught Red Bull Toro Rosso, as you can see from the graph there. We are almost level with them, so we're getting very, very close to getting into a midfield position.
Welcome to qualifying for this weekend's French Grand Prix. The teams are making their last-minute adjustments before the lights go green, and the fight for pole position gets underway.
Anyway, it's France. Oh God. And the Hookster absolutely hates this circuit. Yes, he can't stand it. He wants to get it out of the way, so I don't think we're going to do very well in this race. At the moment, he's in 2nd place after the first qualifying run, but he's 1 second behind already. As we accelerate forward now, a little bit later to qualifying, you can see he's down to 17th place. Yeah, 17th place. He says there's just too many squiggly bits, and you just can't you can't get a good ebb and flow on this circuit. You think you've got it mastered, but then it just bites you in the bum, and you just can't get it to actually work for you. So anyway, just coming around now this corner. That corner there is horrible as well. That last corner, very, very bad indeed. He's slightly up in his delta time, so he may improve from 17th. Yes, he does. 15th position. But I think that's about all he's going to do as we now accelerate forward out to the end of qualifying. And he's got up into 12th place at the moment. So is he going to hold on to 12th or drop down any further than that? The answer to that is going to be yes, but 1 place. He's down to 13th position for the race at France.
Welcome along then to the Circuit Paul Ricard, home of the French Grand Prix, home race of the Renault team, and of course a number of the drivers on the grid as well. Of the 14 races held here up until 1990, 5 were won by a Frenchman, and 4 of those, of course, were Alain Prost. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Valtteri Bottas, and Hülkenberg, Sainz, Perez, Ocon, and Kevin Magnussen, Grosjean, Murray, Charles Leclerc, and Alonso, Gasly, Stroll, Brendan Hartley, and Max Verstappen. They've taken a grid penalty. Ericsson and Stoffel Van Dorn completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So here we go then. We're holding out for just 1 point in this race as the 5 lights go out on the season's career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes from 12th position on the grid. Roman Grosjean, he gets out boosted already by Charles Leclerc in that Sauber. Oh my goodness, obviously a little bit sore that we've overtaken them in the development as we go to turn 1 now, and a fantastic dive from the Hookster there, up into 8th position already. We've got Sergio Perez in front of us, Hülkenberg, we've got Daniel Ricciardo as well. Let's see if we can sneak down the inside of all of them, and does he? I think he does. Yes, he bloody well. No, Ricciardo's still there though, fighting like crazy with us, but the Hookster manages to sneak past down the inside. Oh look, a fantastic move there from the Hookster. Absolutely fantastic, considering he hates this circuit. He's managed to drag that Williams car up into 5th position. Yes, 5th place on the first lap of the Grand Prix, chasing Valtteri Bottas in the Mercedes. Yeah, he's got no chance of catching Valtteri, unfortunately. But I'll tell you what, if we end up with a 5th place at the end of this Grand Prix, we will be very, very happy indeed. As you can see, the Hookster there is still going through and is being pursued by Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger in the Red Bull, directly behind him. But yes, 5th place. That was some fantastic moves right at the start of that Grand Prix, as you saw there. Not even a warning for any contact, so he did really, really well there to avoid any entanglements and get through up into 5th position for his, don't forget, 12th place start on the grid. So, still chasing Valtteri Bottas, but you can see there, well, you can visually see in front of you that he's actually starting to pull away a little bit. Daniel Ricciardo is right up the Hookster's bum, though, right up the Hookster's bum. So this is going to be a little bit dicey as we go into the next stages of this Grand Prix. Still holding on to fifth at the moment. I think though he is catching Valtteri Bottas a little bit, but it's hard to tell with all the twisty bits on this circuit. It does look like you're catching cars, but then of course you get to the straights and they are absolutely miles out in front. Anyway, this is now lap 2 of this Grand Prix in France. As we accelerate forward to lap 3, lap 4, we get yellow flag as a car. Who's that? It's Valtteri Bottas in the Mercedes. I don't know what's happened, but he's off and he's out of the Grand Prix, I do believe, or has he picked it back up again? I just look at the mini-map. I think he stopped out on circuit. Yes, he has. So we accelerate forward to lap 4. Lap 4 still in 4th position now for the Hookster because, of course, Valtteri Bottas has retired and we've gone past the pits and more cars have come in for their first stop. Very, very early stop for a lot of cars. And so we've got up into 2nd place now. Sebastian Vettel is currently in the lead as we accelerate forward to lap 5. Okay, it's time for us to make our stop. That's a very, very sharp entrance into the pits there. Thankfully, they changed that in later years. So we change on to the harder tyre, which is the yellow. Oh no, we're getting out of the pits. I don't believe it. No, God, what bollocks, wankies. Unbelievable. There's about a second, maybe 2 second delay there in the pits as we came in for our stop. That's not good. That's not good at all. So we're going to rejoin right down the bloody field. Right down the field. There's cars going past us. Well, in fact, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought. Magnussen just goes past us there. And we're now down to 9th position. So we've rejoined in 9th. I said we only were really expecting a point out of this race. And I think if we get 2 points, we'll be very, very happy towards the end. As we accelerate forward to lap 6. Lap 6 still in 9th position for the Hookster at the moment. We've got a racing point. Oh my goodness, they are swamping us now. Absolutely swamping us. 2 racing points. What's Hookster going to do? He's going to dive down inside and just try to avoid both of these racing points. We've got a yellow flag out on circuit as well. So I think there's a car slowing down. I'm not quite sure. There's a car ahead of us. He seems very, very slow indeed. Anyway, we still hold the 9th position at the moment. And we're chasing Kimi Räikkönen, so we accelerate forward at lap 6. A car has come into the pits, everyone, so we are going to gain 1 position up into 8th place now, still chasing Kimi Räikkönen. There's a very, very late stop though on lap 7 out of 13, and there's another car coming in on lap 8 now. Lap 8, wowzers me trousers, so we're up into 7th position now. In fact, 2 cars have come in. That's a Ferrari and a McLaren, so we've gone up into 6th place. Oh my goodness, that hold in the pits wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, has to be said. As we accelerate forward at lap 9. Lap 9 still holding on to the 6th position at the moment. And there's one more car coming to the pits. It's another McLaren. It's Stoffel Van Doon. Very, very late into this Grand Prix indeed. He must have started on the hard tyre, of course. So now we go into 5th position. That's going to be a fantastic result if we manage to hold on to this towards the end. As we accelerate forward at lap 13. It's the last lap of the race, everyone. And yes, indeedy, Mr. McGreedy, it looks like, oh yes, Lewis Hamilton's won the race, the blessed one himself. And it looks like we are going to finish in 5th position. More great points for our Williams campaign. Well, I say campaign, we've only got a few more rounds to go. We'll be joining another team, unfortunately, but at the moment we are just trying to get Williams as good as we can get them. I just hope they don't get too good and start to beat us in later rounds of the championship. But anyway, at the moment we don't care about that. We're just concentrating on this car. We're about to cross the line now in 5th position. What a fantastic result for our Williams car there. Yes, get in there, get in. So we've scored some good points in both these rounds of the championship. 5th place to the Hookster in France, and considering he doesn't like the circuit, that was well done to the Hookster there. Okay then, it's time now to go on to the podium, but at the moment we're going to see Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name Sarah Connor? No, it's Trevor, mate, and I'm male, not female. Oh dear. Anyway, there's Lulu. There he is, the blessed one himself. And there's the team mechanics at Mercedes congratulating themselves. Oh, yes, lads. Yes, lads. Oh, look, there's Alex Gilliam. That's a save for us. And there's Nico Hulkenberg. Let's go on to the podium now. Yes, and we're watching the crowds. And I'll get nervous at the spectators. Oh, it's all right. It's Benjamin Daly. Hello, everyone. Yes, there's Lulu. On the podium. Well done indeed. And there's Kimi Räikkönen, the Iceman himself. Yes. So we didn't get a podium, unfortunately, but we did get 5th place. And there's Toto Wolff. There he is. So after that, you can see we finished in 5th place. We're now still in 4th position with 83 points now. And Lewis Hamilton has taken over the lead from Valtteri Bottas with 138 points now. So I think he's going to be our main rival for the championship. I don't think we're going to win the championship the first year, though. That's not going to be possible. But we are doing very well. In fact, well above expectations in this Williams car at the moment. Yes, at the moment. And in the Constructors, we are still in 4th place with those 83 World Championship points. Okay, just before we go now, it's time to renegotiate our contract. Now, of course, we've done 8 rounds now, so we're going to renegotiate for the next 4 rounds. And, of course, we are going to stay with Williams. And then after these 4 rounds, we are going to move teams. Yes, we're going to move teams. So we're just going to up our expected qualifying position a little bit. Our expected race position. Oh, we can't actually adjust that. That's fixed at 13th position. We're going to keep it at first driver. And our team goal is medium. We're just going to do our contract perks and see if we can get those up a little bit. I'm going to go a little bit higher here just to see what the value is to the team. And if we're going to be too high, we can just drop it down a little bit and that'll be okay. So yes, we're going to go for level 3 and level 2 for that one. And yeah, I think that's a little bit too much, but we will see as we propose our contract and see how much over we are. And then we can just adjust it a little bit and go down a bit. So we press the button and, oh, we've gone way over. Way over. Negotiation has failed. We've got 2 more attempts, though, don't forget. So we're fine. We're fine. We've just got to adjust some of these settings here and just knock it down a little bit. Yeah, let's put that down to level 1 and put that down to level 2. And I think that should be enough. Should be enough. Let's try that and see if that works now. I think we should be okay if we propose this. And yes, in fact, we've undersold ourselves, but it doesn't matter, we've done it. So we are with Williams for the next 4 rounds of the championship before we move on to the next team. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and as always, there will, of course, be more later.